Will Trump's policies help your 401k? He ain't put no policies in yet, and the market already been jumping. I'm see. Oh yeah, this is the last one. Okay. I think 401. I mean, I believe historically. Excuse me. As a wrap up here, I think historically the market's always done better, like in comparison under Democrats versus Republicans as far as the president. Although I don't think that's the case between Biden and Trump. But hey, you know, possibly right. Corporate tax cuts. We don't know. The stock market is global. There are too many things that can impact it. It may or may not impact your 401k. If you're a millennial and Gen Z, this section you can just just fast forward to the end as I do the wrap up or stop listening. Thanks for tuning in. How it impacts your 401k is completely irrelevant because you're not retiring anytime soon. Now, some people maybe Gen X and obviously baby boomers. It's important to understand it's going to impact your 401k. But for Gen Z and millennials, you got 30 plus years to continue to invest, 25 to 30 years plus to continue to invest. So who cares? But they're talking about how corporate tax cuts could make it increase lighter regulations on businesses, right? And help them profits, right? Again, like I said, Wednesday, the Dow and S&P 500 went crazy. Lower corporate taxes and or deregulation of the energy and financial sectors under a Trump administration could provide additional support. Salita Marcelli, Chief Investment Officer, America's UBS Global Wealth Management, said in an email. Goodness gracious. Other financial instruments could also get a boost, including cryptocurrencies. The crypto already went crazy too, due to Trump's pledge to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. At the same time, much of these forecasts depend on pushing through changes right to the tax code regulations, right? So again, they're saying this change, or excuse me, this positive impact that they're talking about on 401k / the stock market depend on the getting an extension on the tax cuts that Trump is preparing to do that we mentioned earlier in the article, but that may be pretty hard to do, if not impossible, if Democrats take control of the House. However, based on the last thing that I shared on here, Republicans currently have the lead in the House. Virtually all these policies were tough to implement, even with Republican control over the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Said, with that in mind, we might not see much change at all in the broader economy. We need to see change in the economy. We need the economy to get better, and that's the one thing too. I think everyone should agree, like a better economy is not a bipartisan issue. We want there to be growth in the job market. We want there to be wage increases. We want inflation to be maintained. We want people to continue to be able to prosper in this country. We don't want things to be stagnant. We don't want people to be struggling to feed their families. I think everyone can kind of agree on that. And each side, right, left and right, have different views on how to actually do that. He added, inaction from the next Trump administration could mean that the economy continues to chug along its current course. And things have been recovering, but again, it's too much with the economy to say exactly why it is. But hey, Trump put those tariffs in when he was in office. I believe President Biden not only kept them, I know he kept them, but I believe he added another one in as well, or something like that. When I say another set of tariffs as well. So it's something to look out for. But all right, y'all, that's it. Locked and loaded again. 5 ways Trump's next president could affect the U.S. economy and your money, again, by Amy Peachy, edited by Alan Schurter, CBS News Money Watch. All right, y'all, that's it. Locked and loaded. End of the episode. Again, necessities, debt payments, investments, lifestyle. We only talked about economics on this one mainly, so we'll leave any national abortion ban talk, we didn't get too much into. We talked about immigration on the financial side, but like what immigration, a mass deportation of illegal immigrants and undocumented immigrants looks like when President-elect Trump finally gets into office and we see whatever actual laws are before. She already said, I believe, he's going to do an executive. What did I see about an executive order he's already planning on doing? Here we go. Oh yeah, he's talking about the birth rate. So for those who don't know, again, I was trying to give you guys information. So birthright by land, citizenship by land, and citizenship by blood. So long story short, this is how citizenship. I don't want to go to Reddit, but here we are. Why is this called map porn? Like, out of all the things to call this, let me share this screen again real quick, y'all. But this is going to show how citizenship is determined. So, as most people know, if you were born in the United States of America or any of, Puerto Rico, whatever it is, then you're a citizen. It's that simple. There we go. So pretty much, you know, all of the West is by that. So blue means birthright by land. So if you're born there, that's how you get your citizenship. If you're born in blue nations, you are automatically offered citizenship, irrespective of your parents' nationalities. For the red, if born in the red nations, your citizenship depends on the citizenship of your parents. All right. However, this is what President Trump said he is going to do in relation to that.
On day one, as part of my plan to secure the border on day one, my new term in office, I will sign an executive order making clear to federal agencies that under the correct interpretation of the law, going forward, the future children of illegal aliens will not receive automatic U.S. citizenship. It's things like this that bring millions of people to our country, and they enter our country illegally. As part of my plan to secure the border on day one, my new term in office, I will sign an executive order.
And again, so he'll do an executive order for that. So in short, that's something he said he's going to do day one right away. Now, when talking about his interpretation of the law, the 14th Amendment and Supreme Court rulings don't speak in favor of that. They actually say, regardless of your parents' citizenship, if you're born in the United States of America, you're a U.S. citizen. But as you can see, the entire Eastern Hemisphere, they don't do that, or they care about your parents' citizenship, whereas the Western Hemisphere, we don't do that. So interpretation of the law, 14th Amendment clearly speaks that that's not the case, even though there are arguments that the 14th Amendment is actually for slaves. So when slaves had children, so that their children became citizens, once I say for slaves, they were no longer slaves, but they were slaves at the time. So they technically weren't people, but it was mainly for that. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, he said he's going to do an executive order, which he can do on day one. So was it January 20th, 19th, whenever the hell he gets inaugurated, that's going to be done. But like I said, necessity, debt payments, investments, lifestyle is going to be very important for you to stop worrying about the federal government, how they're going to impact your life, and you take over and control of your life. All right, that's it, y'all. End of the episode. Remember, y'all, hit that like button, share and subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you do those rating reviews and comments on the podcast platforms as well. My information as well as my coach joint information can be found in the description on YouTube. It is getting late, so I know my eyes is like crazy low. I'm getting tired. My words are getting slurred. My memory, my brain is like all foggy. That's the one benefit of me recording in the morning. I'm sharp, as they say. All right. Again, y'all, we back. All right. So we're gonna be dropping back to consistent schedule. I got updates for y'all probably in 2 or 3 of these full episodes. So probably like 3 weeks from now, almost a month now, around Thanksgiving. In short, like Christmas present type thing. I got major updates to give you all. So some things will be changing, but all on the positive side. In short, going to give an explanation, why I was gone so long, but a lot of things were happening the last month or so that I had to take care of. But now I'm back. Hopefully the main thing is I hope that my mic issues are fixed. If not, I will switch out this cord and put a new mic in. Then if that doesn't work again, I'll keep this cord that I'm using now, the new cord and a new mic. And if that doesn't work, then I have to just buy a new mic. It's that simple. All right. But again, y'all, remember to save more and save less. Keep making better your best. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.